Your dog wakes you at 3 a.m., scratching, licking paws, and shaking like something is crawling under the skin. Today, I'm showing you a simple 1 teaspoon kitchen routine that may help calm itching and support natural flea and tick defense without pretending it's a magic cure. Hi friends, I'm Dr. Thomas Lee, a veterinarian and holistic pet health educator. In my clinic, I see itchy dogs every week, and the answer is often not just one spray. Comment where your dog itches most: paws, ears, belly, or tail, because the real clue may start there. Watch closely today, please. When a dog keeps scratching, most owners look at the skin first. That makes sense because you see the red belly, the wet paws, the flaky coat, or the itchy tail base. But many dogs are not itching only because something touched the skin. Sometimes the skin is simply the place where a deeper problem is speaking. I've watched worried pet parents come into my clinic exhausted. They say, "Doctor, I bought another shampoo. I tried another spray. I changed the collar. I cleaned the bedding. Why is my dog still chewing?" That helpless feeling is real. You love your dog, and when they cannot sleep, you feel like you failed them. But please hear this clearly. You did not fail your dog. You may just be looking at the wrong layer. Fleas, ticks, yeast, food sensitivity, dry skin, poor gut balance, and a weak skin barrier can all stack together. One bite may start the itch. Yeast may make the paws smell like corn chips. Dry skin may crack the barrier. Then licking adds saliva, warmth, and moisture. Soon the dog is trapped in a scratch and lick cycle. This is why expensive pills, steroid shots, chemical bug drops, and pet store sprays can feel confusing. Sometimes they help, sometimes they are needed. But if the daily routine keeps feeding inflammation or attracting pests, the relief may not last as long as you hoped. The first practical insight is simple. Think inside out and outside safe. Inside out means the food bowl, gut, fatty acids, hydration, and gentle digestion. Outside safe means soothing the skin without burning it, drying it, or adding harsh products to raw areas. That is where a 1 teaspoon routine can make sense. Not one miracle ingredient, a careful rotation. For many dogs, a tiny amount of the right kitchen support may help the skin barrier, gut comfort, and coat quality. And when the skin is healthier, the dog may become less miserable and less reactive to small triggers. But we must be careful. Natural does not always mean safe. Apple cider vinegar can sting badly on raw, open, bleeding, cracked, or irritated skin. Human bone broth may contain onion, garlic, salt, or seasoning. Yogurt can be dangerous if it contains xylitol or birch sugar. Here's the small mindset shift I want you to keep. Don't chase the itch only after it explodes. Watch the pattern. Does scratching get worse after chicken, beef, wheat, or a new treat? Do paws flare after wet grass? Do fleas return after walks near tall brush? Does the ear smell appear with licking? Patterns tell us whether the main trigger is food, bugs, yeast, or barrier damage. Once you see that pattern, the kitchen remedy becomes more than a trend. So before we mix anything, I want you to understand why the itch keeps returning. Because the bowl can help the coat, but one common pantry mistake can make everything worse. And that is where the first safe step begins. Gently, at home. If your dog is still scratching after sprays and baths, stay with me because this is where many owners finally see the missing piece. The first routine is not for raw wounds. It is for daily support when your dog has itchy skin, paw licking, dry flakes, or mild allergy patterns. Start with the bowl. For many medium dogs, 1 teaspoon of plain pumpkin puree, plain kefir, or plain unsweetened yogurt can be used as a gentle starter. Choose one, not all three. Small dogs may need less. Large dogs may tolerate more, but I still like slow starts. Pumpkin may support stool quality. Kefir or yogurt may support gut balance. A calmer gut can sometimes mean a calmer skin response. If you want safe, simple dog care explained by a veterinarian, subscribe to Dr. Thomas Lee. I'll keep these natural routines careful, clear, and easy for real pet parents to use. Now here is the warning. Yogurt and kefir must be plain and unsweetened. No xylitol, no birch sugar. Those sweeteners can be toxic to dogs. Also avoid flavored products, chocolate, grape, raisin, or dessert-style yogurt. We are not giving a snack cup. We are giving controlled support. After 3 to 5 days, watch your dog. Is the stool normal? Is gas worse? Is licking calmer? Is the belly less red? If anything looks worse, stop and call your vet, especially if your dog has pancreatitis, kidney disease, immune problems, pregnancy, seizures, or a medical diet. The second outside safe helper is oatmeal, not vinegar. A plain oatmeal bath can be soothing for some itchy dogs because it coats the skin gently. Use finely ground plain oats in lukewarm water. Let the dog soak or sit with contact for several minutes, then rinse lightly and dry well. Do not use hot water. Heat can make itching worse. This matters because many owners reach for apple cider vinegar first. Diluted apple cider vinegar may be used by some people around intact skin or as part of cleaning routines, but I do not want you spraying it on red, raw, bleeding, open, cracked, or angry skin. That can burn. If your dog yelps, you did not detox the skin, you irritated it. In my clinic, I also ask owners to photograph the paws, belly, ears, and tail base once a week. Pictures help you see progress honestly. Memory can trick you, especially when you are tired. A photo may show less redness, less chewing damage, or a new hotspot that needs real care. Keep the routine boring and steady. One new ingredient at a time, one clear note each day. That is how you learn what your own dog can handle. So the first big lesson is gentle gut support plus gentle skin comfort. That may calm the surface, but it still does not explain why fleas and ticks seem to find certain dogs faster. And the answer begins with skin chemistry, coat oils, and the bowl, working together, every day. Here is the peak value. Fleas and ticks do not appear because your dog is dirty or because you are a bad owner. They are outdoor parasites. But a stressed skin barrier, poor coat oils, warm, moist paws, and constant scratching can make your dog more uncomfortable when pests bite. So the goal is not to promise a force field. The goal is to make your dog healthier, calmer, and less reactive. My simple inside-out bowl formula has 3 lanes. Lane 1 is gut support. Use 1 teaspoon of plain pumpkin, kefir, or yogurt, chosen carefully and introduced slowly. Lane 2 is skin fat support. For many dogs, sardines packed in water, a tiny amount of fish oil, or a small amount of coconut oil may support coat quality. Lane 3 is pest support nutrition. Some owners use brewer's yeast because it contains B vitamins, but it is not right for every dog. Let's make that practical. Do not add pumpkin, kefir, sardines, coconut oil, brewer's yeast, and bone broth on the same day. That is how stomach upset happens. Pick one support, use a small amount, and watch. If your dog does well, keep it simple for several days before changing anything. For a medium dog, 1 teaspoon is a cautious starting idea for pumpkin, plain kefir, plain yogurt, or coconut oil. For sardines, think small portions, not a full can for a small dog. For fish oil, use a dog-safe product and follow the label or your vet. Dogs with pancreatitis may not handle fatty foods well, so ask first. Bone broth can be useful for some dogs, especially when you want gentle hydration and joint support, but it must be dog-safe. Many human broths contain onion, garlic, salt, pepper, or seasoning. Onion and garlic can harm dogs. Use plain dog-safe broth or make it without unsafe ingredients. Now connect this to itching. A dog with better stool, better hydration, steadier coat oils, and a calmer skin barrier may scratch less intensely. When the skin is not constantly inflamed, bites and grass contact may bother them less. When paws are dried after walks and bedding is washed, yeast has less moisture to enjoy. That is why I do not like extreme promises. No kitchen ingredient can stop every tick forever. Ticks can carry serious disease, and fleas can trigger allergy dermatitis in sensitive dogs. If you live in a heavy flea or tick area, talk with your veterinarian about the safest prevention for your dog's age, weight, health, and lifestyle. My natural routine is support. It is not a shield you can blindly trust. The daily routine is simple. Feed 1 careful bowl support. Wipe paws after walks. Dry between toes. Use a flea comb. Check ears and tail base. Wash bedding weekly. Use vet-approved flea and tick prevention when risk is high. Natural support and medical protection can work together, but one missed warning can turn a simple itch into an infection. Before relief, check the skin first. Now let's bring this home in a way that protects your dog. This is not about replacing your vet. It is about giving you a safer, smarter daily routine while you watch for signs that need medical care. If your dog has bleeding skin, open wounds, swelling, thick discharge, fever, sudden hair loss, severe pain, constant licking, a bad infected smell, ear discharge, weakness, vomiting, diarrhea after a new food, trouble breathing, seizures, deeply attached ticks, or symptoms that do not improve, please contact a veterinarian. Natural care is not meant to delay treatment when a dog is suffering. For mild itching, your routine can be gentle. First, choose 1 bowl support, maybe 1 teaspoon of plain pumpkin, maybe plain unsweetened kefir, maybe a small amount of sardine or dog-safe omega-3. Keep it slow. Second, use outside comfort carefully. Oatmeal baths may soothe. Paw wiping and drying may reduce grass, pollen, and moisture. Third, check the pest zones. Look behind ears, under the collar, between toes, around the tail base, and along the belly. If you use apple cider vinegar, remember the rule. Never put it on raw, bleeding, cracked, open, or angry skin. If skin is already damaged, choose gentle rinsing, oatmeal comfort, and veterinary guidance. If you use yogurt or kefir, read the label every time. Plain, unsweetened, no xylitol, no birch sugar. If you use broth, make sure there is no onion or garlic. The emotional reward is not just fewer scratches. It is hearing your dog finally rest. It is watching paws stay dry instead of wet from licking. It is seeing a calmer belly. It is feeling that you are not guessing wildly anymore. You are observing, supporting, and protecting. Many pet parents feel guilty because they used a product that did not work, or because they tried a natural tip online and the dog still scratched. Please do not turn that into shame. Turn it into information. Your dog is not a machine. Skin problems can have layers. A remedy that helps one dog may upset another. That is why Dr. Thomas Lee's rule is simple. Gentle, slow, labeled, observed, and stopped if the dog reacts badly. I want you to remember the bigger lesson. Itchy skin can be a message. Sometimes it points to fleas, sometimes ticks, sometimes yeast, sometimes food, sometimes allergies, sometimes infection. The kitchen can support the body, but your eyes and your veterinarian keep the dog safe. So use the 1 teaspoon idea as a careful starting point, not a promise. Keep notes. Change one thing at a time. Give each step a fair chance. And when something looks painful, infected, or unusual, do not wait, because early care can prevent weeks of misery. That is how we combine natural wisdom with real veterinary safety. But before you leave, I want to know which clue your dog is showing first, because that one detail can change the whole routine. The next step is choosing the safest first clue. Today, now. If your dog keeps scratching, the next clue may be hiding in the paws, ears, belly, or bowl. A safe routine starts with noticing the pattern. Comment your dog's biggest problem: itching, licking, fleas, or ear smell. I'll use that to guide future Dr. Thomas Lee videos for pet parents.